Alrighty. All right. Hello. Hiya. How's it going? Let's do a thing. Please wait another hour. I haven't finished Thursday's VOD. I gave you extra time, G. I gave you 35 extra minutes. Can't just can't just stay away. All right, I'll be back. I'll be back in an hour. G's got to finish Thursday. Just in time for you to go to bed, I'm sure. Which sports ball team won? They're still playing. It's actually a very close game right now. Um, which is why it was a little harder for me to pull myself away. It's a fairly interesting game. So there's 5 minutes left, or a little over 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. This is Hey Smash, how's it going? This is sports ball stream. Yeah, I'm just gonna commentate on the foosball for the whole stream while we stay inside this room, which I'm now referring to as the broadcast booth. This is our broadcast booth. I'm gonna broadcast all the info on today's game to you. I'm sure Coach Physical Instrument would appreciate it. Yeah, that's he's my guiding star actually. I try to get all my influence from him. It's weirding anyone else out that there's like no music. I don't remember this being so quiet in here before. I just tuned in specifically for the footy boy talk. Well, you're here just in time then. She is your music. Oh, that's right, 'cause she hums the song, right? Hum, hum the song.
Hello, mister.
She didn't hum the song for me. Something I said. Let's see. Are you Lillian's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. Do you
She's
know
like,
my mom?
so she's like a junior, basically. Um, yes, we met earlier, or not really, but I'd like to. Yeah, we met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
Okay. I heard there was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
She looks alarmed.
Where did you get these gloves?
Kim, what do you care? You're not trying to collect all. You thought this side quest was nonsense.
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
Hum. Cheese losing his mind over here. I told him you would hum for them.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
Of course. I didn't steal. You didn't steal. We know you didn't steal. However, I'm gonna need them gloves. Where are they now?
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
She pouts. She lifts her stuffed toy up and looks into its one remaining eye as though searching for confirmation.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
He enunciates the last two words carefully.
Oh.
She doesn't seem to understand, but the lieutenant's tone has conveyed to her the important part.
They're in my by a sandcastle
Oh
behind our
no.
house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
We have to break a child's sandcastle to get the gloves? Are we the baddies? Okay, goodbye.
Bye!
It's messed up, man. We're definitely the baddies. We're gonna steal gloves from a little girl whose teddy bear is in shambles. We're not giving her anything for it. And in the process, we're destroying her sandcastle. And we stole her bird. That's right, Sigma. And we stole her bird. We asked if we could have it after, but at that point we had already stolen her bird. Yeah, no gross for her. It's our gross now. It's actually the whirling rags. Gross now. I mean, she's right. These sandcastles aren't very good. So there's that.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Oh wow. So they used to be nice sandcastles. Might as well eat her grandma. She doesn't even have a grandma. She can't even be in the dark woods. She doesn't even have a grandma. People always trying to eat mushroom grannies. What's wrong with you? The laundry lady, do you think that's technically her grandma? It feels like the village grandma. It's just that the village happens to only be her, this family, and those drunks. Let's see. Leave the sandcastle alone. Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny object. Broken.
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in such decrepitude.
The lieutenant smiles a little. Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny object.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Nice. We found the gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
We are doing good on the armor collection front. A+ team. +2 interfacing. I'm finally going to replace my yellow gardening gloves that I've had. This is the first item I got, I think. Well, maybe not the first. I got the tie, I guess, and like a coat or whatever. But like the first, not my own clothing that I got. Clenching and unclenching your fist has never been so fun. The tiny ceramic plates make a lovely clicking sound when your fingers move. The gloves are a bit sandy, but the grip is phenomenal. Yeah, I think you're right, Jay. I think Kim is just like, it's still a it's still a quest for him, right? It's still a case. So he's still getting the buzz from getting close to completing a case, even though he thought the case was stupid. Well, we can sell these gloves now. These gloves are just strictly a downgrade. Goodbye, gardening gloves. You had a good run. You want all of the armor pieces, deck yourself out in one full metal battle hardened glory. What are we missing? We've got the boots. We've got the chest. We've got the gloves, so helmet. Yep. Alright. That's it. Just need a helmet. Oh my god, you're right, Kuno. You yeeted it into the ocean. How the heck are we supposed to find that? God damn it, Kuno. Alright. I think the plan was to go... back east, and we unlocked some checks and whatnot. We're going to see if we can get in the Wern Rag when it's before 9 p.m. Perception, and we need to go back to get... We did that task for the guy, so hopefully he has our gun for us. Got a few things. What don't I know this time, Sigma? I very often don't know things. About the helmet? Yeah, you're right, I don't know about the helmet. Maybe I will someday.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
That's right, the other thing I need to do is we need to report the other murder. Or the other death, I guess. Not a murder, but... Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
Okay.
This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Murder
Nice.
Corp's follow-up to
Too
the
real.
highly successful workhorse Caprice 40 and the answer to the Lum's racing breed Ferv series.
Okay.
With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
How close do you think we got when we jumped the bridge? How close do you think we got to 180 kilometers an hour? Won't it roll over in the first sharp corner? Turn your attention to the motor carriage itself for finished thought. Won't it roll over?
The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant.
Oh, yeah? Alright. Interesting. This tech talk is really rubbing me the right way here.
Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Point to the vehicle. Very cool. I don't like your machine, Lieutenant. Looks impractical. Shrug. A motor carriage, one of many. Well, we already know that Kim loves his car, so we should compliment his car. He'll appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
The lieutenant smiles ever so slightly. What's it packing here? Point to the engine. What in there made the infernal whining sound that woke me? A fine machine. Rub your hand over the smooth metal surface. What's it packing there?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
Did I pass an interfacing check? Interfacing just telling me that? That's what? Rub your chin. A 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
Supercharged? Lieutenant is trying to suppress a smug smile unsuccessfully.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
We know how he feels about his motor carriage. He loves it. Let's see. A fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
There's a gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours.
It's a bit girly right now. Fit it with some proper off-road components.
Okay, authority. With a winch and mud tires, we could take it off the beaten path, Kim. Ugh, the beaten path, Kim. Okay, enough about the details. Sure.
We are not going to, though, because this is clearly a sports motor carriage.
Sounds like he has a strong concept of what this machine is. Alright, let's move on. And let's Wait, who are those guys? Who the hell are you? Get away from the motor carriage.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says the young man with piss something written on his back.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, "Fuck the world."
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Okay.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
Go away.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
He steps in. That's gotta be it, Smash. It's gotta be piss fruit.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
He turns to his companion.
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational title.
Yep, super strong.
Was it a good idea on the lieutenant's part to get into this? Don't even answer that. Just leave. You can always come back later, on your own terms.
Was it a good idea on the lieutenant's part to get... Oh, he's gonna leave and come back on our own terms? Who are
I
you?
can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Okay.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Yet. He really wants to be part of the skulls. Yeah, obviously, Smash. They're not, but they're not, wait, no, they're not the skulls yet.
These skull people are more than an authority. They're deities.
Oh, so we shouldn't mess with the skulls. Skull fruit? Fruit skulls? Who are the skulls? Do you know anything about the murder that took place? Do you guys know Cindy the Skull? What's with the jackets? Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
I'm so glad you asked. Of course I do. I'm just testing you boys. No, really, I don't. I'm so glad you asked.
The question was rhetorical.
Ugh, rude.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnay.
Besmatine, or the Besmati,
Money.
the Immortals, are West River Sholian crime syndicates.
Ah, crime syndicates. I know all about them. I am a detective.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
I've done that.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their nonverbal modus operandi.
I've done that as well. Say nothing.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
Ah, I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Wretched aggressive. Who doesn't love a good bottom light, you know? Do you know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
The other guy lights up too.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting. You want the cops to give Cindy your regards?
Oh, there isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Because they're kids, basically. I see you kids are into dance music. Why aren't there more skulls in Martinet? Your Riddick is confusing. Are you part of the skulls or not? I see you're into dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Stops himself, processing the rest of your question.
Be wary of the abyss.
His blonde friend adds ominously and points to his temple.
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
Aha. A threat? Good, I like those. Don't fuck with me, boys. I'm one of the bad cops. I just want to talk about music, and now there's a conflict all of a sudden. It's too much. Nervously shake your head.
That's right. You should back off and let silence rule supreme.
The young man says, looking unsure of himself.
What is wrong with you? Now you're just empowering these punks.
Where's Half-Light when you need it? I don't have any Half-Light. I've got none.
This is ridiculous. Boys, do you know why the gang is called Skulls?
Yeah. The skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothingness, present in all of us. The vehicle of our future operations. Death and nothingness.
They're called Skulls because when you are shot dead in the middle of the street, the skull is the only part the stray dogs want to eat.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah, gee, I'm sure Half-Light would be ripping these kids apart.
Just trust me.
I mean,
and
Authority
follow
wants
my
to.
lead.
Kim, maybe you shouldn't scare him like that. So boys want to feed the dogs?
No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable. The other one shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the lieutenant's motor carriage.
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinet?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Right. We are the crime syndicate.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Hmm.
Yeah, we are.
The young man exchanges approving nods. Erotic is confusing. Are you part of the skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
Uh-huh. Sure you will. And what makes you think that the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
I can totally tell.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
The other one quickly adds and whispers something to his friend, since he seems to be the only one who remembered they're talking to cops.
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
Hey, me and you both, sister.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Enough about this scullery, then.
Mm-hmm.
He throws a longing glance at the Kanima? Do you know anything about the murder that took place? What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why did you say this?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
Congrats?
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
What?
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
Yeah, exactly. What?
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Okay, bud.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Sure. Why do you have "fuck the world" right on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, And even then, it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though,
Uh, that's a terrible metaphor.
you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone.
What are these two even talking about?
Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
This is just like a college paper gone wrong.
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
What, were you gonna steal their coats? I don't think we want these coats. Definitely a coincidence.
Your lack of imagination is baffling, but you do make up for it with, yes, questions.
I do love questions. Oh no, a half-light check. This is a red check. It cannot be retried. Do you know anything about the murder?
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it.
Clears his throat.
It was a man.
Oh, thanks.
Also, he was hanged.
Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
Just killing the game here, guys.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Bet the jackets.
Hey,
Are we
stop right there.
having a competition?
How does one know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology, a field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
I made a lot of money off this conversation. I'm not going to entertain this with you any longer. I know that you don't know shit.
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
It's not.
Maybe it's true. The hanged man is merely a prop in a performance. We are the audience, and the artist is hiding somewhere in the dark.
I'm getting so much experience from these conversations. It's nuts. Believe me, I know specters. Rub your temples. That could be the case. Yes, a brilliant work of art. It's not. A man is dead and we need answers. Believe me, I know specters.
No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable.
Ask for the jackets for yourself and the lieutenant. It's just if I leave to put on equipment, that's the thing about the red checks. I never know is if I step away, can I come back to try? I know it's a red check, which means I can only try it once. Because I think I have at least 1 or 2 pieces of half-light. I'm pretty sure. All right, we'll step away and see.
Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
No, I'm not. What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
I like brown. I like standards. Look, I'm trying to do my job. No need for extravagance. What is this? Picking on me for not being crazy enough? That's the least of my concerns. Kim, am I boring?
You? I wouldn't worry about that.
He looks at you.
See? You're so regular and vinyl brown. He doesn't even want to talk to you about it.
That's not what he said. What is this? Picking on me for not being crazy enough? That's the least of my concerns.
No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brownness, the cut and dry have their appeal.
Kim,
A
how
very
could you?
Standard appeal.
Look, I'm trying to do my job. No need for extravagance. I like standards.
Of course you do. Maybe some regulations and a usual pistol to go with them. It's official. My lord's copper type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know.
I'm not a
I'll
regular
send out
cop.
T-Fax.
Wait, this will be my copper type now?
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
But I'm not a regular cop though. I'm a sorry cop. I'm a sorry cop and a communist. I'm not a regular cop. I think I'm gonna opt out of this. Let's keep the announcement on standby.
Good, good. Of course. To outright declare yourself something does seem a bit too interesting.
Screw you, drama.
Doesn't it? I won't trouble you any further.
Alright, do I have any clothing that adds to half-life? Subtracts from it. Okay, gloves. Oh, and the windbreaker. I think that's probably it. Okay. Let us see.
That ride is fucking lightning.
The young man exclaims.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
72%? It's not bad. Let's give her a shot.
No, no, no. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that.
Wait, how? Boys with those jackets are gonna be skull kings in no time. How?
Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on.
Alright.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Raise your voice. Not even prospects and already aspiring to be kings?
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
The lieutenant's voice rings over the plaza.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Love it.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
The youth presses through clenched teeth. There's panic in his eyes.
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
I love that. Exactly, G. I love that Kim just like leaned right in. He's like, oh yeah, we're doing this right now. Well, I didn't realize it's that serious. Let's forget about it. Yes, we want to be cool killer skulls too, like you guys, but we don't have skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
Not much is left of the nihilistic rebel at this point. The young man before you is scared out of his mind.
You got it. No need for cruelty.
By the way, the street vendor has +2 Half-Life pants. Oh, alright. Well, those are the scratchy ones? The wool ones or whatever? We have to go buy the shades. Or the shoes, excuse me, the shoes. We can finally get the shoes. You wear the Half-Life pants? Of course you do. For your aggro drug cop. Goddamn aggro drug cop. No need for cruelty. Alright. You offer us your jackets like that? It'd be impolite to refuse. Reach out your hand.
Oh, man. Okay, I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
His shoulders slump under the weight of sadness. Exactly, Sigma, the speakers, which just happen to have shoes on them.
Fuck.
We got some new coats.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, which one do we want to give him? What do the two coats do? The two look like Simon and Garfunkel now. I don't know that he said this, to be honest. I don't remember this being said. Yeah, they're opposite of each other. So this one is saying that you'll take the other coat. This is the fuck the world coat. It's either you keep one or both. I don't think it's one or both. I think that if you do this, you're gonna get the fuck the world one. And if you do this, you're just gonna get this one. I kind of do want to know their stats. Normally, like, I feel like I don't really want the spoilers, but like a choice like this is kind of so arbitrary. I just kind of want to know what the stats are. +1 half-light, -1 rhetoric. And what's the other one? This one doesn't have an answer. G lied to me. Straight up lied to me. But this is the fuck the world one, so that would be so if I do one, that'd be asking for the fuck the world one. Oh, I see what happened. I see. I see what happened, G. I'm with you. There we go. Okay, so that one is +1 drama, -1 authority. The stars mess up the URL, yeah. Our poor authority was taking hits for a while. I feel like we want the +1 to drama. I don't think we need the other one was half-light, right? +1 half-light for -1 rhetoric? Yeah, I don't think I want that. So we want, I think we want this one, number 2. Do I have a drama jacket? I can't look. Oh, you're just saying from like a... Yeah, that does add to drama. You two are right. The robe does add to drama. And I don't. I have a half-light jacket too, because that's what I'm wearing. The fallen jacket is the one I'm wearing now. The windbreaker. That adds to half-light. So, I guess it doesn't matter. So I guess if it doesn't matter, I'll let you guys vote. Because we have the windbreaker for half-light and we had the robe for drama. So it's just a free piece of clothes. This one, got it.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Why not? They're a pair. We could really raise hell. Go undercover hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
I mean, that's totally fair, Kim. I totally get that.
Cold-hearted cop.
Well, whatever. I'll take both of them. Still, it's good that we have a pair in case the need arises.
The need will not arise.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with his written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And fuck the world all on its own is, frankly, generic.
Kim won't be jacket buddies. Yeah, everybody can be sad now. Kim doesn't want to wear jackets. Be friends and wearing jackets together.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
The dark-haired young man just stands there defeated. The wind blows.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
Welcome to interactions with the police. Get used to it. Wait, I'm a detective? Yeah, it goes right there. Alrighty. Gloves. Go down here somewhere. Half light. That's what we're wearing right now. So let's put these back on. And what coat did we have on before? Did I misplace our coat? It's probably conceptualization, right? Almost certainly. Plus 2 encyclopedia and conceptualization is what we want for our bonuses. So much half-light. Okay, inventory management. We did it. We leveled up again. We have three experience points. So let's do. I want to talk to the people in here, but let's do some checks because if we fail them, we might need those points to up some stuff. And I think actually, yeah, we have 2 thoughts running. 5.5 hours and 10 hours and 45 minutes. So we will try this window again. Whoop.
Wait, no. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do you mean? Aren't they Everett's guys?
They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they?
Of course they don't.
No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles.
Okay.
In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to ignore you.
Is this because I broke into that guy's house? Meanwhile, Fat Angus keeps shooting you furtive glances and mumbling uneasily to himself.
And from his perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria straight away.
Angus! Yeah, cafeteria does have a jam.
Besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats.
Oh no. We'll make it along. Alright, we'll look elsewhere then. That's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna go look at this window. What do we need for this window? Perception? Perception for the window? I don't know if we have any perception stuff, but take a quick glance. Looks like no. Which means we should double check that we're not wearing anything that takes away from perception. Looks like no. -1 from the lenses. Take those off for a second. Okay, that's better. And these don't subtract from perception, right? Physical instrument. Okay. Alright, so what's our perception? 5?
Again, you find yourself looking at that big old window.
Still only 50%, 58%, jeez. Darn heroics. Yeah, we basically need a perfect, right? So we need a 15. Oh, I guess that's not true because we have... Yeah, we're adding 5. Okay. I don't know, you guys want to help me on this? Want to give me some motorics by any chance? So we can finally see this window? Let's see a window, right? I know you want to finally see the window. It's time. It's finally time. Nope, nobody help me. You're always giving it to Psych. You guys are the worst. Just the worst.
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time.
I don't even need
A
you.
tiny splash of color
Did it
in
without
the
you.
blackness of the thicket, hanging from it.
Screw you guys.
A bronze key.
G's the only one on my side. I clicked the button you wanted. So G and Stowe are on my side? Which means that the other 2 people clicked the wrong one? Because we know Sigma did. So if Sigma, if you are all to be believed, if you're all being honest souls, that means that there's 2 other people in here that joined on Sigma's side to click the wrong one. And that I can only count on Joe and Stee. Joe and Stee? G and Stowe. Oh, or Stowe didn't click vote? Maybe. Can click the skill but didn't click the vote button. Who's Joe? You cheating on me with a Joe? Yeah, you have to click the vote button, Stowe. You have to vote for Motorix. Sorry. Sorry, Stowe. At least you're trying to do the right thing. Sigma, agent of chaos, trying to ruin everything. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hang from it, a bronze key. Ooh, a key.
It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Have to vote 1 up and 1 down and vote. I clicked the minus sign next to Motorix. No, Stowe. You had to click up. The plus sign to Motorix. Someone hit a key in the bush. Point at the window.
Huh?
Click the minus up. Always click the minus up. Huh? The big guy looks behind him. I need your guys to hand the key to me. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the key? Titus, can you hand the key to me, please? Can you hand the key to me, please?
I'm not your janitor, cop. I don't even know what you're talking about. There's nothing there.
Damn it.
If he says it's there, it's there.
Lieutenant takes his glasses off to clean them, then puts them back on. That's true, because Kim could almost certainly not see it. Right? I need you guys to hand the key to me. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that. I'm
Te-
comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
The tattooed man yawns and settles more comfortably on the bench. Dick.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
Thank you, Theo. Take the key.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you, not to the old man. Does anyone know why this key is hanging right outside the union box window? Look at the key in your hand. I wonder what door does open. Let's thank the old man.
Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
The old man takes out his pack of chewing tobacco. All right.
There is a silence around this man's words. Unlike Titus, they're afraid of him. That's the type of respect he commands.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Theo. Does anyone know why this was hanging outside the union box window?
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
The man looks at the key in her hand, then around the room.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
I wonder what doors does it open?
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door.
I'm so excited.
It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
I'm so excited. Chat, we're doing the window and maybe the blue door. It's all interconnected. Finally get to do all of them. It's happening. It's finally time.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Try the workshop spare key on the door.
The key fits the dimple lock.
What?
It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then the lock clicks.
How long has this door been closed and locked?
Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb? Haunted by regal spirits from distant ages.
Oh, it's right up my alley.
No.
A psycho cop.
Smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop.
Could be both. Oh, it's on the same map. Wild. It's just been sitting there this whole time in darkness. Got an arcade game? This pinball says Franco-Gerian. The theme is horses and swords. If you used to have pinball machines in the Whirlwind? I see 3 pinball machines. This pinball is white Diora. The black glass shows a female figure in mourning. A note. NB, the spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. You left the note about where the key is behind the locked door that you would use the key on? That's where you left the note? It's like putting a key to a chest in the chest. Man. They still have some? Do they? Oh, that's right. These are pinball machines, aren't they? Or something similar. Yeah, that's a pinball machine. I forgot that these were pinball machines. Because they're so obscured here by the window. And when I first saw this, the lady in the wheelchair was sitting in front of it. And I legitimately thought it was like some kind of fancy wheelchair back. 100%. Thought that was part of her wheelchair when we first started playing. Because she was in the corner. But you're right, they do still have some pinball machines.
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Interfacing had the same thought we had. Run your fingers across the dust of the white Dior machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's white Diora?
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
How about we fire one of these bad boys up and play some ball? Sounds like you don't even enjoy pinball, Kim. Let's fire one of these bad boys up.
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist pinball.
The one that I thought was part of the wheelchair. Don't dump cold water on our fun. Yeah, Kim.
What a dumb name. Royalist pinball.
I passed a
If
half-life
they
check.
weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
Kim, it sounds like you don't enjoy pinball. Ooh, encyclopedia check. Okay, so this I will not be able to put change clothing for. I don't know that I have any more because I know I'm wearing some already. But because it's a thought and it's finished thought, we won't be able to come back to it. So, do drugs. No, I'm a sober cop. Couldn't do drugs even if I wanted to. I'd have to open my inventory menu. So I couldn't Sigma, I couldn't even if I wanted to. Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
Aw, Kim hates pinball.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. What about the other one? The Frankerdronian ball. Want to play that?
No.
Okay. Think Kim Kitsuragi. Kim Kitsuragi. Give it a shot.
Kim
Nice.
Pinball Kitsuragi.
Wait, is he famous? Is Kim famous as a paintball wizard? AKA Kimball? Is he like the Who's the pinball wizard?
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
I'm not gonna talk to him about that. Hey Kimball, you're Kim Pinball Kitsuragi. He's a famous cop. He's the only famous cop because I'm not a famous cop.
So now he remembers.
He looks at you in silence of the workshop, then takes his glasses off and cleans them.
Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
He puts his glasses back on. You don't seem to really like pinball.
No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to fantastique, science fiction, and historic romance franchise.
How can you say that about something that you were like the best at? You're like, it takes no skill. I was just the best at it in the entire world. He's a pinball wizard. There has got to be a twist. A pinball wizard's got such a supple wrist. Yeah, he's always cleaning his glasses and everybody else is always narrowing their eyes.
It is lame.
Then why are you called pinball?
I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
How did you?
Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring, as you do when you're a juvie cop.
A pinball ring? Okay.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing.
Oh
to
no.
homicide.
And he hated it. He hated it the whole time.
End of story.
You a juvie cop for 15 years?
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
He looks at the pinball machine and breathes in. Aw, poor Kim.
So that's why he doesn't want to talk to Kuno. Trauma and stressor disorder from being a juvie cop.
Ah. Wait, so that's why you didn't talk to Kuno. I'm gonna call you Pinball now. I'm gonna call you Kimball now. Don't worry, I'll keep calling you Kim. You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi to me. So that's why you didn't talk to Kuno.
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
He nods. Don't worry, I'll keep calling you Kim. You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi to me. No, we're not being a dick, though. Poor guy hates it. No, you're all evil. You're all evil. I'm gonna call him Kim.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too. Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
I agree. You people. Do you call him Kimball in your game, Sigma? I don't want to be mean to Kim. I like Kim. $5. Here we are robbing the whirling over here.
Over there, in the corner.
The pinball machine?
Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
He had no problem with it. No, he hated the name. He absolutely hated the name. He said he hated the name. You guys are crazy. No, I'm out. Let's take a closer look. Pull out the machine. Kim, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
The pinball machine. Gordy's Goats. A classic.
You played it?
A little.
Feels like a lot. Too much to play it again.
Let's take a look.
Ah, great.
Lieutenant Size.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated.
Because he already told us he didn't like it, Stowe. Don't you be crazy on me.
Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready.
Oh, we could actually play? Lean closer to read the text.
Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Okay, inspect the playing field.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble.
Sounds fancy.
The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons
They're
on
goat
them
balls?
and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain. Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit.
Get the goats to the summit. What's with all the goats?
Indeed. Think of them as balls.
Okay. And we gotta play at least one, right?
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease.
Take that, goat ball.
Go, go, Fingerboy.
Go, go, finger boy.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was.
What kind of guy was he? Can you guys hear the video game noises? I swear I heard goats a second ago. Wait, what kind of guy was he?
The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
A racist mountaineer?
An avid huntsman too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent.
Technically the human beings are the top of the food chain, so that is not cool.
He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids too.
What?
Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
Who hits somebody else's kids? You can't do that. It's bad enough to hit your own kids. You can't be hitting other people's kids.
But you seem to be having fun.
Just out here smacking children and babies around. I'm pretty good at this. Continue playing.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board, and although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3.
Let's keep those goats rolling.
Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go.
Oh, this is our Luke Skywalker moment. We gotta aim for the core. Do you think we can hit the exhaust valve?
Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. Tiny hammer shatters something inside
Nice.
the machine. Something glass.
Uh-oh. Did I break it? Tiny hammer shatters something inside the machine? What, G not believing in me over here?
The words pale rupture light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog.
Look at all the fog.
Something's happening.
Look at all that fog.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid nihilistic finale.
It's a very nice finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness.
That's a mean trick. When they get the player to the end, you just fill the whole machine with smoke so they can't see any of the balls.
Lucky goats. The fog looks soft and inviting.
Get to lay down in some fog.
This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next.
Oof, can't believe I passed that check. Let's go.
The amount of focus it takes to predict when a ball goat is in striking range is staggering.
Focus.
But it can be done. Focus.
Yeah, I'm the Viking wizard, Stowe. Pinball Exodus.
You're
Viking
down
wizard.
to your last goat.
Come on,
going
goat.
mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
Come on, goat.
You're in a perfectly balanced system where neither you nor the pal is able to get the upper hand. This could go on forever.
We're defeating the Pale. Kim, it can be done. Just watch. Why do they even make these if it's impossible to win? Give up. Winning is too stressful. I'm bad at ball games. This is a red check, cannot be retried. There's no way we pass this, right? There's no way. Like, reaction speed? Not gonna happen.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake and then it's all over.
What do they even make these for? Why do they even make these if it's a... Wait. It's the same option twice? It's the same option twice. Alright. Fingers crossed, let's do this. We didn't.
How, if you can't even see it.
Oh, we lost by a lot. We rolled really poorly on that.
The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee.
Poor suicidal, gleeful goat.
It killed itself to spite you.
Rude.
There goes nothing, finger boy.
Finger boy? Well, that was fun. What a lovely way to spend 1 real. Let's see where this goes.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Good night, G. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck in your VOD catch up. I'll see you there, hopefully. Have a good night. Looking.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
Let's go, Kim. We're going for a ride.
The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
How long ago was that? Look at the elevator controls. It says maintenance was in 88. Wonder what the elevator was used for. I wonder what the elevator was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
He taps on the guttering light bulb. It's golden in the dark. It says the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
You're so brave, Kim. This elevator was last maintained in the future. 88. This elevator was maintained a long time ago. In the future.
No, it was maintained in 88 of the previous century.
So it's not a message from the future. That's disappointing. That means it's not really that safe, is it? Not a message from the future?
No, I think the bureaucrats just forgot about this backroom elevator after the revolution.
Alright, let's look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
Well, they don't have a line out. Their line out is broken. Alright, let's brave it. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it's a room around her room. That's so weird. Oh, is this where the door? Yep. Oh, weird. Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for a pinball machine. Futurism themed. Pinball maker's coat? +1 empathy, +1 hand-eye coordination. It's pretty good. If we didn't get experience from conceptualization, I would put that on right now. This dusty old coat used to belong to someone called M. Knifelocks. The name is stitched into the silk lining. It smells of moss and ancient engine grease, but fits you perfectly. A strange, lonely emotion fills you when you tighten the belt around your waist. You go down here with the multiple colors. Alright. Oh, we should put these glasses back on, huh? Another pinball machine? Is it gutted? The pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted. Couldn't have written that better.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now.
See, this is why the Whirling in Rag is just not doing very well. They haven't been taking care of their pinball machines.
The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up on fixing pinball machines at some point. This used to be a pinball workshop. Or not interested. Gave up on fixing.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
Oh, it's not cool anymore? This used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
He taps his foot.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Rollin' in Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all left over from that. Huh. They are part of the doomed commercial district then.
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice makers said.
Dude.
This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
Yeah, Kim, who doesn't love that? We're solving things day by day here.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
We're over here trying to solve every puzzle that exists in this area. That's our job as cops. We show up, find all of the puzzles, and solve them all. Could this mean the Whirling in Rags really is part of the doomed commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here. omitting that suspicion.
He looks around.
He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
I'm sure he wouldn't.
It's not a ghost story. It's a curse, and Gart ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform counterspells.
Alright. Okay, Inland Empire. Finish thought. Now we have another task. The question yet to be totally answered is Whirling Rounds part of the Doom Commercial District? Talk to Gart about this. See what he thinks. Footprints?
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Could be part of our case. Someone's been here within the last week or two. Let's have a closer look then. Crouch, study the footprints. A week or two.
3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
He looks at you. Don't say it could have been me. I know it could have been me. Anything could have been me.
This is so good it makes him forget the whole Kimball memory.
Oh, that's good.
It was a stereo investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to consider.
I knew it. Stereo investigation. Thank you, Kim, for admitting it. That is very big of you. Because it was insane of me to suggest it. And you're great, Kim. I'm so happy our stereo investigations converged. What does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind Classia's room, in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant.
Yeah. Let's have a closer look then.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines.
This print doesn't look like the odd-soled print we found at the hanging. It doesn't look like the worker boots from the hanging, does it? Odd-soled print.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
With different pairs of shoes. Inspects the tracks closer. This doesn't look like the worker boots from the hanging, does it?
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Alright. Get up.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
Let's move on. There's a tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side. I knew that was coming. As soon as I saw the footprints, I was like, someone was spying on her. 100%.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
One of our jealous boys. I think I can see into a room from here. What were those people doing in there? I think I can see a room.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here.
He leans in closer to inspect the peephole.
The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
He points to the marks nearby on the floor. What were those people doing in there?
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural. They're sensationally unnatural.
Hey now. Finish thought. Okay. That's exciting.
This is the inside of the barred door you've seen before.
So what's on the other side?
Unless we've veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof. We could ask Clasia about this route. See how she reacts.
Folded M dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series In System. Look who's in a good mood suddenly.
And read science fiction. No, Kim. You and your M dimensions.
Yes. It is quite likely that we will re-emerge on the M plane. Brace for psychokinetic impact. Or the roof.
One of those two. Unbar. Find and discover what was behind the green door. was finally time for the window. Love it. Great stream so far. We stole some jackets from kids. A plus stream so far.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation. Sure.
No.
The record. Yeah?
That door there, point to it. Did you know it leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
She takes a drag of her cigarette and smiles. You're welcome. That's what I do. Solve mysteries all day.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
There's a peephole on the other side looking into your bedroom. There were tracks on the floor. They're recent. It's an old pinball workshop, the room back there. The place used to be a pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
There were tracks on the floor. They're recent.
Huh. This isn't good.
Oh, I don't know if I want to tell her this. I feel like this will upset her.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll come back to that later.
She's lost in thought. Eyes narrowed.
Eyes narrowed.
Forehead furrowed.
All right.
All right. We'll leave you alone. I don't want to break you any further. I feel like that would break her. She's already not having a great day. This wasn't a check, was it?
This window
No.
is
We already passed it. We did it. We did it. You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there. Well, that's good, because Kim left with it yesterday. Would have been problematic if it was still there. Alright, let's see if we can get into our room since it's before 9. Nice. Okay. So it's just because we weren't allowed to sleep here. What's this? Empty cassette case. There used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about the Engineer's single, Smallest Shirt in St. Sains, must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. It would have been a hint. It would have been a hint if I could have found it all that time ago, but I swear there was nothing here. Huh. Interesting.
The window
this, right?
stands
Yeah.
broken in its frame.
But these, on the other hand, words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. Alright. What is the mirror check? There's this mirror which is interfacing. I thought there were 2. Okay, we need to upper integrating interfacing for the Hawthorne tree anyways. This isn't a real check anymore. This isn't a real check anymore. These were just to steal the map and the book, which we have now. Wash bin, that's to shave. Okay. So we could upper interfacing, because that'll get us another try at the tree as well. I did think there was another check here, though.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, now without the expression. It's just hairy.
Apparently this tool isn't good enough. Our multi-tool. We needed the wrench? Chain cutters? Which tool did we need?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Chain
In it,
cutters.
your face, now without the expression.
All right, so let's add a point to that and make sure we don't have any clothing. That ups our interfacing. We got these gloves, so that's good. That's a boost. Yellow. Nope. I think that was probably it. We'll make sure that we're not wearing anything that subtracts. Nope. Check our thoughts. Nope. Alright, interfacing. Add a point. Save.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
58%.
In it, your face, now without the expression. It's just hairy.
It's just hairy. Do I dare ask for help? I mean, I guess I can try. We'll see if you guys want to give me motorics ever. You know, just hit a plus on one, a negative on the other, and hit vote after. Let's see. Nope. It's gonna be psych. It's always psych. It's just the worst. Failed.
The chain cutters slip
You guys
out
are the
of your
worst. I
hands
missed
as you
by
attempt
one.
to twist the
That's your
forceps
fault.
into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
Just the worst. All of you. Failed by one. All your fault. I'm not taking the heat on that one. This is a team sport. You guys didn't come to play. All right. Well, I also want to know what's in this door. Let me in. That opened up the hawthorn tree again, so we can go try that. We should tell this guy about his secret room, and we should go report the death in the carriage. Oh yeah, we have to talk to these two as well. Who the fuck's that guy? Alright, let's start here.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
She says, beaming. Just doing my job, man. It was truly an epic long-distance trek. It was on my way while I was working on the case. I'm basically also a cryptozoologist now. Just doing my job, ma'am.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie. Mexican origin. The pin is an antique. Quite special.
She hands you a thin ribbon held together by a silver bird skull. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is antique, quite special. It's an 8-eyed, terror-torn tie. Cool.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
Psh, you thought you had a 3-eyed raven? We have an 8-eyed raven. Take that.
You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
Of course, of course. You never told me you've seen the phasmid. You don't notice this. You don't notice this about me, but actually I've lost all memory. Let's hear more about cryptids. Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But, darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
The phasmid.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
You're damn right I have.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Kim's gonna take notes on the crypto.
Well, it was summer.
Cryptid, excuse me.
I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. when all of a sudden.
Wait, where was this and how old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself.
No worries, I'm
I
just a
was
detective.
5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
She'd just started forming memories. Real memories. Not the billowy haze of infanthood.
What happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up.
What?
And looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
Sounds like a monster.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
She looks at you. Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there, knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen.
Like, is our 5-year-old on drugs? I think our 5-year-old's on drugs.
For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
She brushes her hair back.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant.
Yeah, this is their story.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing.
He breathes excitedly.
If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
He looks at her with admiration, forgetting a wide smile on his face. You're on a date, its limbs are white. How big is it? Maybe you imagined it. Kim, what do you think of this? You're on a date?
Our first, yes.
The old woman looks at her husband tenderly. Its limbs are white?
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
He answers for her. How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I thought it was a wonderful story, ma'am.
He closes his notes and gives her a simple smile.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day. Children make up stories and then end up believing them.
Thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own.
Right.
Into the mud. Anywhere.
Womp womp. Alright. Thanks. Let's look at this tie you gave me. Thank you for the tie. Scented scarf I already had. Here we are. Look at that wild thing. The heck? Oh, it's a bolo. A slender bolo tie held together by an antique clasp in the shape of a bird skull. The skull features 8 cavities for eyes. It's disturbing, but you can't look away. +1 Inland Empire and +1 Volition. Nice. It's a straight upgrade from the horrific necktie. We can't take it off though, it's our friend. It's funny because this is like legitimately just a straight upgrade for it. Well, if we ever need +1 Volition, we'll pop that on. This is telling me that the tree opened up. All right. Hello.
I couldn't possibly shower thanks on you as enthusiastically as my wife has, but I am grateful for your assistance, officer.
He says with a friendly nod.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And?
He breaks his calm. And one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
The cryptozoologist's eyes grow wide. Yep, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
Correct.
That's not ideal, but...
He rubs his chin.
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
The old woman's face lights up.
Of course, more clever.
The detective whispers to himself.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
Yeah, agreed.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
His companion sighs. Oh, is that who's over at the bar? He looks different. Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter, this phasmid. I don't know, I'm not persuaded. Are you sure you've exhausted all the alternative explanations? He's a daft hunter, this phasmid.
Of course. Be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture, mine stands, okay?
You misinterpreted my words. I was being genuine.
Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
All in a day's work. Thank you for the level up.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
We may never know.
Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Yeah, somebody stole the locust.
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Savoir-faire over here, turning it into a... Somebody stole the locust. While Kim's like, okay, this was nice, thanks, goodbye.
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out the window, impatiently.
Thanks, goodbye.
Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity?
Look, he's been very kind so far, thus far. Oh my. Look at all of this. That is an alternate theory, okay. Develop an alternate theory about the missing locust. Interfacing 5. It's a white check, we can retry it. But we have a 97% chance. We're enthusiastic about the phasmid. There's something up about the trap. +2 because Kuno's a hooligan. And +1 because we considered alternatives. Let's give her a roll.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
Kuno's out here friggin' stealing locusts. I think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locust.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bugs?
Who knows?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
A shadow of worry passes over the woman's face. I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
Sorry, Kim. It doesn't really sound like his favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
I have a feeling that Kuno doesn't care.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
The man turns to his companions.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Well, we better talk now.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but
The woman's voice is a little shaky suddenly.
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs.
He looks at his tea.
Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Geary. You've been more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
The first man to break formation is always a blow to leadership. This is bigger than he lets on.
Poor cryptozoologist. Is this Gary? He's wild looking.
Always a pleasure to see an officer
He's like
of the
a
law.
maniac.
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
That's not okay, bro. You were surprised to see my colleague?
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next races will be a really good one?
I had forgotten, but yeah, now that you mention it, Kim, I do remember you saying that the next racist we will meet will be the really good one. I think so. Sorry, I've been having problems with my memory. No, I remember, Kim.
Well, this is that racist.
He gestures towards Gary as though he were presenting a work of art. Are you, Gary? Are you racist? I don't know. I liked the previous racist better. He's nothing compared to Measurehead. Are you, Gary? Are you racist?
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
He blushes. Do you have a problem with Sealites? The lieutenant is a native of Revachol. Yes. What are they doing in that seal of theirs? Scheming? Lieutenant is a native of Revachol.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections.
He flashes an impenetrable
Let's
smile.
change the subject, okay?
Mm-hmm. Dick. We don't care about any of this, I don't think. We did all of that. We got the armor off of him, which is the important part.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
A little, at least. About my bill tonight. I need a drink. Can you pour me one? Guard, I saw another thing at the Whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
I knew that. I knew that about you. Guard, what if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He controls his excitement well.
It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Me and you both. Aren't you going to ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons, a mausoleum of the dead. Yeah, that's kind of true. Bunch of dead pinball machines. Nothing the black gaping maw at the end of time. Pinball machines, a pinball workshop. Mausoleums of the dead.
Yes, haha. What's actually behind there?
Fine pinball machines.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why? Do you want to play? Because it might be up for a game. Didn't check pinball isn't relevant to the investigation. Didn't check pinball is stupid. Might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He appears to be making a calculation in his head. You can turn this place back into a pinball arcade? If you're thinking of selling those pinball machines, I want a fat cut. C-suite shit. Beat your chest. I'm a disruptor. I feel a capitalist plot coming up. Think you turn it into a pinball arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Sorry that I'm always causing trouble.
Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area.
Maybe we don't tell him.
He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
Let's see. Here's a peephole on the wall.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret back room, right next to Kalash's bedroom. I found it when I found the pinball machines.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
Alright, you've been notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope not.
She nicked the phone line.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
He really doesn't like it being classier.
Yeah, I bet you didn't want it to be her. Well, anyways, Mr. Solve, I don't like loose ends. You have Lena. Lena's a good customer. I bet you didn't want it to be her.
What's that supposed to mean? Fuck you, buddy. She's not my taste.
That's not what I meant.
Good thing she pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it.
Wow. She really isn't his taste. Her spell hasn't spread here.
Alrighty then.
Now, was there anything else? I have like 4,000 coasters to stack. And then I need to wash dishes because it turns out I have to do that too now.
4,000 coasters a stack. Let's make him sad.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
He looks mildly startled.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
Wait, so you know of the curse? The Whirling is listed on the intercom outside as one of the businesses in Building B. You should get your wiring fixed. I tried to call and couldn't reach you.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling.
Hold on, not once? Isn't that already a sign of decline? The Whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade before it failed. It's only a matter of time before the Whirling fails too. The Whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade which failed, though perhaps the Whirling will escape the curse.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms.
I mean, you know, they're mostly nice.
For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost...
He steadies his voice. So, you haven't gone into the door in your kitchen for 14 years? You just left that? That's fine?
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
Ghost. I can't believe that he's managed this place for 14 years and not opened that door. Like, I've worked places before. Like, you want to know what's behind, like, all of the doors. But managing the place, you need to know. You really care about the Whirling, huh? Who owns this place? What about those other cafeterias you manage? You really care about it, huh?
Yeah. It's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way. Especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way. Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
Aha, so you finally admit it. You shouldn't be so worried about that label, you know.
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that.
Alright. Well, who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
A new case?
There is an acrimonious note. It's clear he's doing the real work around here.
Yeah. Who named it the Whirling in Rags?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
A song?
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
The lieutenant nods. What about those other cafeterias you manage?
What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't tell you how sick I am of Kraz Mazov and Ignis Nielsen and all those old ghosts.
Where might this basement be?
He's hesitating,
For no
not
reason?
sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him.
He doesn't have to tell you anything he doesn't want to. And the others?
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like the whirling.
Kebab cart, eh? Well, good luck to you with this place then. Well, it's too bad it's doomed then. Well, good luck to you.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
He looks to where the hidden room is. Well, you're welcome then.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes?
All right. We're out of here. How you doing, bud? Still a jerk? Still an everyday jerk?
Again? I can't believe...
Yeah. Just a normal everyday meanie. Alright, we got 3 points and half a level. Talk to Kuno. Which we will do, but let's go report that murder first. To the car. Quick, to the car! Time to report a murder.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Let's tap on that gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
Heat.
No. That's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing.
They are.
They're also fragile.
Alright.
I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Fine. Radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
This is Fireworker. Reconnect me to the 41st. Please connect me to Sylvie. Jamrock Library. I need to report a dead body. Jamrock.
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to the librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
0. Blast off.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
A male librarian answers the call.
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
Fair. So we have a Doom Ghost, and we need to know who to call. I'm looking for any information that you can provide on Billy Magin, a reader.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
He puts down the receiver. Beep boop. Boop 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 beep.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
You can hear him fiddle with the printout. Yes, home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
Exactly, Sigma. Beep boop.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Apartment 33B. Do you have any other information on Billy?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
He covers the phone with his hand and yells out into the room behind him. You hear someone answer from afar.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
So Billy Majon is a woman, not a man. How did your colleague know it was her husband? Do you know the husband's name? Can Marie describe to me what the husband looked like? How did your colleague know that it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then Goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Yeah. Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Can Marie describe to me what the husband looked like?
Marie!
A moment passes.
She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
He was already drinking when he returned the book? Jesus. What was he wearing?
1 second.
The librarian turns away from the phone again and relays the question.
Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
That's fair. This was probably a couple days ago. No other questions.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
The librarian hangs up, and the call gets redirected to the station with a soft click.
Anything else you need from me?
Yep, I need to report a dead body.
One moment.
You can hear shuffling her papers.
Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
Unidentified middle-aged man, height 170 to 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, and hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
No, I don't remember the traces.
Any signs of violence?
Someone might have pushed him? No, seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
She repeats.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
Has she done this once or twice?
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Mijan.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue.
Thank you much.
That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
That'll be all.
57th, over and out.
Goodbye.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
Close the door. Bam. Alright. We gotta go to the apartment to deliver the bad news. It's the apartment building in the North Martinet, apartment 20. So let's go chat with Kuno, and then we'll go tell the poor widow that she is a widow. Hey, you.
Fuck does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He doesn't care. You don't have to know anything about missing a locust.
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about books.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
The little one seems distraught.
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
You're going to lame prison, son.
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
So lame. What's this about? Now hold on, no one is lame here. Just tell me what happened. You kids are in trouble. What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Damn it.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Alright. Thanks, reaction speed. We will.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
We know, Kuno. We know you don't care. I'm gonna look for some bugs. What do we have here? It's crawling with locusts in here.
All around you.
Gross.
The
Oh
hisses
yeah, look at
and
that.
chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
Gross. Locusts everywhere.
Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Yep.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case.
You're welcome. Lieutenant looks around, writes something in his notebook, and turns to you.
Of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
You're damn right it is. Stop being so sarcastic, Kim. Yes, precisely what I was thinking.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
Kim's sick of our shit. We should talk to Kuno about this, get him to stop. You think that the Insulindian Phasmid is nearby?
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The Phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The Phasmid doesn't exist.
Phasmid doesn't exist.
But what do I know?
We should talk to Kuno. Get him to stop.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
I know. You hate kids. From all your juvie years. Alright, Kuno. Let's have a chat about your locust-infested hut. Hey, bud.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know you took the locusts from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
He says slowly, meeting your gaze with sullen defiance.
So it wasn't the Phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
I was really hoping it'd be the Reed Phasmid that ate locusts, not you, Kuno. You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town. Why steal locusts? Couldn't you find some other pets? Nah, we're going with Bugtown.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
He says, enunciating every syllable.
Stop!
She wails from behind the fence, then buries her face in her hands.
You stop. It's like they're fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
Oh my god. The Locust Shed is Night City. Because locusts are the night. Night City, exactly. So it's all those raging locusts.
There's a tug of war over the name of this fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination.
This is why Kuno didn't see the hanging, because he was too busy building Bug City. Sorry, Night City. The City of Rage.
The girl forces herself to watch again. The corners of
It's
her
true.
eyes twitching from discomfort.
It's true, Sigma. He did say he was at Night City. You're right. City of Rage sounds like a cool place. What are you, some kind of artist now? Whatever, kids. I just wanted to ask. Sounds like a cool place.
Kuno, the pig wants to help you. Oh, that's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're...
She modes.
An artist. Maybe I am an artist. You hear that, everyone? I'm a fucking artist now.
He pushes his chest out. Nod. Making art is a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself.
Oh my god, Kuno. He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
Too late.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
He tears at the buttons of his shirt, trying to rip them open. They don't give way.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's an artist.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
Laden silence fills the yard.
So that's what this is about.
All right, Kuno, can you go get the helmet for me, please? I just need a helmet. That depends on the choices you make, young girl. Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promise I wouldn't do that. Say nothing.
I don't believe you.
She disappears entirely behind the fence.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation.
All right, we got this. I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. Those locusts are bait. I have to ask, what does the city of locusts mean? What's going to happen to the locusts? The locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
He turns towards the fence.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno's finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued use of the first person singular. Kuno is Kuno. not I.
Yep, that's true. Um, have to ask, what does the city of Locust mean?
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
He turns his burning face up to the falling rain. So he just gets like super messed up and messes around with bugs.
Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame.
He says finally, lowering his gaze to meet yours. What's gonna happen to the locust? Nod toward the shack.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
Poor locust. Okay, now that that's settled, they better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insolidian Phasmid.
Hmm.
He mutters to himself.
He recognizes the name.
Wait, you know what the Insolidian Phasmid is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
He says angrily.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Don't ever change, Kuno.
The trash container stands in...
Alright, let's go tell them about the locust and they'll be sad. Just completing task after task right now. We are in cleanup duty right now. This is gonna make you sad, and I'm sorry.
Oh, hello, sweetie. So nice to see you again.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
Alright, well, good luck to you. I had a chat with this kid Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locust.
So it was just a child.
He purses his lips, crestfallen.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She turns gently, smiles gently at up at her husband.
Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid, or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Darling, I
Super
told you
healthy.
to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
Yeah. See a doctor, maybe?
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
He breathes carefully not to start coughing again.
There won't be a next season. Not for this. Find a Phasmid or admit defeat, people.
Aw. Man, I'm really feeling this is costing me time on my main investigation. It's not worth risking your health. You should call it a day and go home. I'd offer to help, but I have my own things to do. Damn it. Maybe I can restock the trap for you. We've come too far to quit. I'm gonna restock the trap. Let's do this. Accept enthusiastically.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
Yeah, he makes a show of suppressing a sigh. Poor Kim. He's like, can we just leave them alone? Kim, I'm trying to help these old people not get sick and die.
Really? It's too much, officer.
He starts coughing again because he's dying.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
She nods to her husband.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel.
Gross.
Thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course.
Of course, of course.
This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that.
Yeah, I'm a discoverer. Also, man, that was a bunch of gross noises for this box of locusts. A cardboard box with several rows of little holes in the lid. Though at first glance the box seems perfectly ordinary, upon closer examination, it's obvious that it's been prepared with great care. I love that we could sell it for a 1 real 28. That's hilarious. We could just be like, thanks, I'm selling all your locusts. Shouldn't have trusted me. We are up to 4 skill points now. It's gonna be unlocking so many checks. All right, what's next? Should we buy the speakers? We have the money. Buy some speakers. We're not gonna do the locusts because it's far away. I mean, we'll do them later, but not right now. Actually, I want to go to the water real quick and just make sure I don't, like, we don't see the helmet somewhere, right?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized
Poor
bubblegum.
little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet.
Does this one work?
This coin-operated viewer
25
is
cents. Let's
facing
do this,
south.
'cause we haven't
The
done this.
instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside.
Oh, they don't have
Then
cents, they have
use the focus
centims.
knob to zoom in if necessary.
Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves a helmet.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal.
Pull the handle and look inside.
The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Weird. Turn the knob to focus your vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort.
That's cool.
Its concrete almost reconquered by nature.
Also, a quarter for 5 experience is a pretty good deal.
It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
Huh.
Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hang in there, little one. There's some kind of ruins in the building there. Hang in there, little one.
The little brave birch tree seems
Aw.
to wave back in the wind.
Harry and the little brave birch tree. There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
The lieutenant takes off his glasses and cleans them. You know, as he does. Alright. Ooh. This is something I haven't seen before, I don't think. Money! Alright, does anyone see a helmet? I see a fish and a bird. But no helmet. Damn Kuno throwing helmets into the sea. Did you get your sandwich yet? No, I didn't. I was not able to. No sandwich for me. Alright.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
+1 composure, -1 shivers. I mean, we could buy that. We don't have that much. I don't think we have a whole lot of composure stuff. I don't know how much we use composure stuff. We have pants and shoes. And sunglasses.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
+1 inlet empire. +1 electrochemistry. Meh.
Abort.
Damn, officer.
No, you are definitely not buying.
Are you sure? But
These are all or.
these are all first-rate sunglasses.
Okay. No.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them.
-1
They're
encyclopedia.
the star of the show here.
All right. Well, we're gonna buy them because we have to have the complete set, so we have to buy them. Maybe we'll need reaction speed or hand-eye coordination at some point, but they're not everyday shoes because we need our encyclopedia.
Super cool! Now the premium lifestyle is yours, officer.
Thank you for the premium lifestyle.
The sneakers seem to vibrate in your hands with an almost mystical energy.
Ooh, mystical. All right, now let me buy them speakers. Speakers from the People's Republic of Samara.
The junk is yours, officer. Happy listening. Try not to hurt your ears with that Samaran garbage.
Thanks. Where are the speakers? Why did you even buy those? These are no magic speakers. These are lame speakers. All they ever produce is a faint memory of the song you're trying to listen to. Sell them for cash. I mean, they're worth 30. So we just got a discount on those $50 shoes. Those shoes just became, what, $20? $20 shoes? Cost us $50, so $20.50. I love that it says sell them for cash. Like, just get rid of them. Every game should have that. Every game should tell you whether or not you can sell something for cash. Alright. Alright. What was this tree? Was it perception, interfacing? Interfacing. By all the other shit he's got. Do we even need to Sigma? Like, we don't need those crappy sunglasses, do we? I mean, I could just buy them to get more clothes. I don't know what else we're gonna spend money on. I forgot what we were looking for. Interfacing. Reaction speed and hand-eye. Okay, the gloves, obviously, but we have the +2. We should probably sell the yellow gardening gloves, too. Gotta increase the wardrobe. The ever-increasing wardrobe. Hand-eye. Okay. We have nothing subtracting from interfacing there. And this is physical instrument. Okay.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. A wintry breeze blows by, making the magnetic tape flutter.
I'm going to try to disentangle this tape. +1 because the multi-tool truly is multi, and +2 because we are karaoke superstar. 92% chance. Do not XCOM me.
Like an immaculate labyrinth, the magnetic tape twists and turns around the branches.
I can't believe that. No, I didn't punch the tree. No, we're gentle to stuff. We caress stuff. And punch the tree. Also, we failed our 97%.
You just can't get it loose. All you've done is make your fingers bleed from the thorns.
God damn it. I think this is the only interfacing one we have now, because that's stealing the map wall, that's stealing the book. Yeah, it did hurt me. Well, if I punch it again, it might hurt me again. Oh, well, we failed the mirror check too, so we could put another point in it, and then try the mirror again as well. I guess. Where is interfacing? There you are. Alright, we have 4 points. Let's just do it.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles.
Still 97% chance.
A wintry breeze blows by with slow
There we go.
and deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unraveling. You manage to extricate the
Now we can try the
magnetic
mirror
tape
again.
from the branches.
In our room. And we get some magnetic tape from the branches.
It curls up into a mess inside your pocket.
Damn it.
If only you could find a way to respool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape.
I mean, I have a spool.
What's the tape for?
Lieutenant looks at the mess in your hands. Only after you've successfully cleaned up the branches does the curiosity get to him. What's the tape for, he asked. I'm too embarrassed to say. It's for Egghead. I promised to make his Van X jam hit a bit harder. Maybe this tape can help.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
I think at least one of the ravers would know how to fix a broken tape if they want to set up a nightclub. I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Maybe Egg can point me in the right direction. Set up a nightclub.
You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time.
He looks at his wristwatch with a little impatiently.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
All right. Plus, we need to sell these speakers to him. So there's that. A bronze-colored tape was found in the branches of the hawthorn tree. It gleams whenever a ray of sun hits the surface. Well, between these two things, I think we should be able to fix it. Come on. Come on.
All the old boombox.
Hi, friend.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I wanted to ask about my missing gun again. No. Hey, how do you know? Do you know how to fix this? Show him the bundle of magnetic tape.
You mean re-spoolie?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I do, but...
He looks at the bronze-covered bundle in your hand. Great. Could you do it, please? This is important. I need to play this tape for someone.
But I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty... worthless.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
Wait, but you tinker with film tapes all the time. Isn't that the same? Worthless? It's not worthless, Roy. This could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene. Maybe you can help me some other way then.
Huh? What do you mean?
He slowly taps his fingers on the counter. Do you know that old church down the coast?
Yes. What about it?
Met some young ravers near the place. They want to turn the church into a nightclub and play some weird neo-disco beats there. They call it anodic dance music. I promised to help them with that.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it. No bass. Just goes bzz, bzz, bzz. This tape could make it hardcore. Not very. I need to funk it up. No, we're going with the hardcore.
Man, you're really invested in this.
He looks at the bundle of tape in front of him. It shimmers under the shop's dazzling light show.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though, so just sit back and relax.
Thanks, Roy.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs.
Look at the clock. Wait, this took more than just a few moments. That was at least 15 minutes. I mean, that's fine. It's not that long. Well, thanks for the help.
Yeah, my pleasure. I do what I can for true passion projects. Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility. Okay.
You got it, bud. Let's sell something.
Sure. Let me have a look.
Fascinating photo of the corpse. I forgot about that. I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Just to sell the tape back to him that we just had him fix. These. Nice. And postcard. And postcard. Nope. Definitely not that. I think we're keeping everything else. Yeah, we're keeping everything else. And then some clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing
What?
at the moment. And certainly not expensive armor that's liable to bring mercenaries to my doorstep.
What?
And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
We have an evil tie, and he knows it. Suddenly his gaze fixes on your tie. He steps back from the glass.
Your mother is a necrotic object. I'm fun. Look at me sparkling in the light of the projector.
Alright. Alright, horrific necktie. Okay.
Another time, perhaps.
Alright. So we got some more money from selling those speakers that he was selling for 50 cents like a crazy person. What a deal we got on those shoes. Sigma thinks we should buy the rest of the clothes. I think it's maybe like 10 bucks worth of clothes, which I guess we could probably do. Gotta collect all the clothes, I guess. He's not wrong.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Just gonna make sure we don't have an Inland Empire or an electrochemistry glasses. I don't think we do, but we should look. Nope. Nope. There's the Inland Empire, so we don't need the Inland Empire glasses. Because the... Oh, wait, that's a tie. I'm dumb. Nope. And nope. Okay. So we do not have sunglasses that do these things. So we will buy both the sunglasses.
The shine on these
For
sunglasses
$5.50.
lasts a good starter pair, officer. And when you're ready to upgrade, come back and see me. A man who knows his style. Much respect.
Give me all of your clothes. This is purple. You need to go up here somewhere. This is red. Purple. And this is electrochemistry. Just like that stuff. Half-light move. Pain threshold, half-light. Physical. Shivers. Physical. Pain threshold, half-light. Damn it. Pain threshold. Physical. Shivers. We did it. Sorting gear. Too much gear. Okay. A lot of clothes. So I wonder, do we have all of the fallen gear now? The hell are they? Fallen shoes, right? There you are. So we got the shoes, we got the pants, we have the hoodie. Think that was everything? And we just wear the pants all the time, because the pants are good. Alright. This.
You keep coming back. That's good of
You find your hands. The box smells like cat piss.
Gross.
Or like a...
economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand. Buy secondhand.
Composer
Keep the economy
jacket.
moving.
Let's see if we have a composer jacket. wearing conceptualization. Good composure jeans. Good composer shoes. That might be it. Alright. Composer jacket it is.
You keep coming back. Gotta prepare for springtime.
There we go. We bought clothes. This is a composure. So I'm gonna go down. Gotta move all the equipment down again. Composure jacket. This nylon windbreaker is so dynamic it wraps around you like a membrane, equipped with a stowable hood, and the backside of the garment is covered in sport and summer-related text. It swishes softly as you walk. Alright, we'll leave that like that for now. Something unlock? Oh yeah, that's from before. That's from putting the point in it before. I'm sure. Okay. Alright. Next up we need to go inform a poor widow that she is a widow. I'll go back and check that mirror at some point. Doesn't have to be now though. Keep an eye out for a helmet. Since Kuno threw one into the sea. Need a paintbrush for this. How you doing?
Trying to sneak up on me.
Same as always. What's this say? You hear the sound of running water. Someone's washing dishes. What was up that on the second floor there? There's a thing to look at. What's with these shoes? Someone left their shoes here? Oh. They have money in their shoes. Whoa. That's a lot of money in there. Okay. No. We need to go upstairs. How you doing?
Give me a moment.
Do you know where she lives?
It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Maisons in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one of those doors on the balcony.
She narrows her pale gray eyes. Alright. Thanks. I don't remember which way is up. I think it's this way. Exactly, Sigma. She just suspects everyone. Narrow my eyes. I feel like this is the wrong balcony.
There. Do you smell that?
Smell what?
Can you not detect that inimitable whiff of dissatisfaction and restlessness? That sense that the world is in need of dramatic, even violent, reordering?
Are you saying there's a communist nearby? Close your eyes and take a deep breath.
What do you smell? The first thing that strikes you is the overwhelming brine. You imagine yourself underwater, a 100-legged arthropod scuttling along the murky silt at the bottom of the sea.
There's a sign if you zoom in down there that says balcony. Oh yeah, I noticed it after I clicked on the door. But when I asked, I had not noticed it. Also, this is the first I've seen the skull, which is what she actually painted. I thought her art was just dumping paint on the ground here. I never noticed the actual skull that she drew until the zoom out.
But then, the unmistakable reek of seagull shit hits you.
It's the coast.
Buoyed along on the air currents. An acrid melody atop mouldering cords of wood rot and heavy fuel oil.
Everything in order, Detective?
Lieutenant gives you a quizzical look. It's kind of a personal errand. I'm smelling for Communist Kim. I'm working on developing my political conscience, just taking in the afternoon air like a normal detective. It's kind of a personal errand.
A personal errand?
I'm working on developing my political consciousness.
You're developing your... You know what? I'll just leave you to it. Carry on, Detective.
Thanks, Kim.
The lieutenant lacks your highly developed politico-olfactory cortex. The smell is undeniable, and it's coming from that balcony up there.
From Skull Cindy.
Certainement. A precocious communist youth. A symbol of a kinder, more hopeful future. Now's your chance to establish contact with your revolutionary brothers and sisters. A chance to establish contact with the future. What a beautiful, terrible thought.
I can smell communists from here.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
You're aware of Cindy's living conditions. Attempt to explain your artistic intentions. This is a red check. Conceptualization. 18, man. Attempt to establish contact. Hey, sister, let's talk about politics for a minute.
And what do you know about politics?
She squints at you suspiciously. I'm looking for comrades to help me fire up the great Mazovian sausage grinder. Will you help me? My nose told me that you're also a communist. We should team up, join forces. I'm searching for a bunch of mole people.
Pigs and moles, eh? Sounds like something out of a children's fairy story.
I guess it does sound a little childish when you say it like that. It's not. I'm very serious.
Oh, did I hurt the very serious pig's feelings?
No?
Whatever. I know someone who's into some pretty underground stuff. You're looking for Steban.
Who's Steban?
A right communist who runs a mega cool and very secret meeting.
She's probably screwing me. Do you know where to find him?
I might.
Will you tell me?
No.
She pretends to think about it for a moment.
The lieutenant lets slip a sigh that seems to suggest this turn was utterly predictable.
Is it money you want? Here, take some. I've got plenty. Offer her 5 rial. I guess I should just give up then. Nothing ever works out for me. Just tell me what you want me to do.
A wicked grin extends across her face. A laughing skull. Death hilarious.
Uh-oh.
This is gonna be bad.
Oink for me, piggy. Just once.
Come on, there's no way to treat your revolutionary brother. I'm not oinking for you, or with gusto, oink oink. No way to treat your revolutionary brother.
Wrong! This is exactly how I treat my little brother.
Reluctantly.
There, that wasn't so bad, was it?
It's not the worst indignity you've suffered the last
True.
several days, but it is up there. The lieutenant, needless to say, is not impressed.
Sorry for embarrassing you, Kim.
Sounds like you're really serious about meeting Steban. It's touching. Sort of.
Mm-hmm. It's all a lie, watch.
Steban's group meets only at night. In an old room in these apartments here. It just so happens you're in luck. Their weekly meeting is tonight.
Well, I guess I know what we're doing tonight.
Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. and you might just find them.
Hooray! Hold on, what else can you tell me about Savan? That's very helpful. Thank you, Cindy. Why do I feel like there's a catch?
Just that he's a real communist. Not like the play acting you've been doing.
How dare you?
The rest, you'll have to see for yourself.
Why do I feel like there's a catch?
Oh, smart pig. Because there is. See, Steban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret passphrases to keep out infiltrators and the like. You can't join the meeting without one.
Of course. But you're not going to tell me, are you?
Why would I? That would be so boring.
Now, let's see if you're half as dedicated a communist as you say you are.
Curses.
That's enough. Off with you then.
How am I supposed to find out the code? Hmm. And fuck the world, send their best. Yeah, let's do that. You're welcome.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
They seem to hold you in high esteem. I think they're afraid of you. Maybe it's just skull solidarity. I made up the sending their best part, but I did talk to them. I think they hold you in the highest esteem.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
She softens. Skulls are cool. Can I be a skull? Skulls are silly. What are you even trying to achieve? Got it. Enough of that then.
Thank you for passing on the message. Now run along, Piggy.
All right. We're at conceptualization 6. Do we have? I don't know that we have any other clothes that add to conceptualization. I think we're wearing all of them, right? It's only an 8%, and it's a red check. Which sucks. So many drama clothes. Yeah. 8%. Alright. Find the secret passphrase. Is this where they live, maybe? Let me in! Alright, this is the wrong balcony. Maybe the passphrase is written somewhere in the room that they're going to be holding it. Which, that room I know. It's, this room. All the communist stuff on it.
A plaster cast bust depicts, and honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
What do we have in here? More stuff in the bathroom? Moss crawls on those bathroom tiles. Actual moss. Magnesium and alcohol. We found some alcohol. Commodore Red. What's this? The curtains shift just a little. Someone is watching from within. Who's watching me? Is this 20?
A weathered brown door.
Yep.
The number reads 20. Something smells good. Soup allons, yo. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard.
Yeah, it is.
Get yourself together. It's just police work.
Oh, it's bad police work, though.
Don't knock. Just leave. You don't need this. You don't need to sad it up.
You don't need to sad it up. Necktie doesn't want to be sad. Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a little.
You hear light footsteps passing by the door and some folk music playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, Delivering a death notification is never
Yeah,
an
no
easy
kidding,
task.
huh?
There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job.
Oh no.
This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Oh, he trusts me with it? I guess I have been leading on this. Do you have any advice on how to tell her he's what if I don't want to do this? Kim, I don't want to do this. Let's turn around, try to bail out. All right, I think I'm ready. Do you have any advice?
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Okay.
Good advice.
That is good advice. All right. Let's do this. All right, I'm ready to proceed.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Knock.
Hello? Who is it?
A voice calls out from the other side of the door.
And someone turns down the radio.
Look at the lieutenant first.
He gives you a short, encouraging nod.
Thanks, Kim. Is this Billy Michon's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
You hear shuffling inside.
Tidying up. Nervously.
Hmm.
There's fear in her voice.
Oh no.
Come in, the door is open.
She unlocks the door. Oh, we're gonna get sad. We're gonna get so sad. We're gonna get sad enough that it hurts. Oh, there's so much to look at in here. Don't run, okay? Take it slow when exploring the apartment. Be respectful. Got it. We won't run. Also, for no reason, we're just gonna save. For no reason.
It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
She smiles nervously before the smile vanishes from her face.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy.
Hi.
Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
She looks around the kitchen.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief. For now, you're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
I don't think that's why. Thanks, but I'm alright. I'm not really here for tea, or not now. Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face.
No, this is something much worse. Is he in a hospital? How bad is it?
Something changes in her expression.
Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place.
So how have you been? You live here with your husband, with Victor, your husband, right? We have an empathy check. Tell her about the dead body. It's an impossible check. We get +4 from him is here. We get +1 because we identify the leather jacket. +1 from identify the library card. +1 we discuss things through with Kim beforehand, and we get +1 from Lieutenant's handkerchief. Sigma, it's a good thing we never got rid of it. We didn't sell our keepsake, Lieutenant's handkerchief, and we get +1 now from it. Alright, let's do it.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
God, do I just say he's dead like that? Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Mejean, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
She blinks. Your husband, Victor Marjan, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
She touches her neck, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
She says again. She looks at the kitchen table, where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray.
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
Uh-oh. She turns to you. Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin is shaking. It's still early to say, but at first glance it seems like he slipped and hit his head. It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head. Accident.
Was he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role, yes. We don't know yet, but we will let you know when the results arrive. Or just straight up yes. May have played a role.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold.
She withdraws, trying to picture the scene.
How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
Couldn't have been long.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress.
Here.
The lieutenant takes out his handkerchief and offers it to the woman. How many handkerchiefs does he have? She nods and slowly wipes away her tears. Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend? A family member? Someone who could be here with you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
Unreal.
Unreal.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Yes, they should know. Do you want us to call them and ask them here? No, take a day to recover. You'll be paired when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing.
Thanks, Empathy.
Thank you.
Appreciate the help, Empathy. She nods, but with a wretched expression.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact info.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over her cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She looks down. She runs out of breath. Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
Lieutenant nods at the woman, then looks over at you, his voice lowered. Set the library card by her and leave the room. Damn it! No! We need to search the room. Ah, we gotta load. We gotta load because I gotta search the room. Damn it. I don't know what's in there either, but I gotta look. It's okay, we'll do all that sadness again. We'll just go quick this time. Alright, we're just gonna walk around. Window covered in old newspaper clippings. Packages of humanitarian aid macaronis. Some leftovers kept warm on a stove top. Smells like buckwheat and onions in here. A chalk-drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. Textbook for high school mathematics, trigonometry mostly. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls. The clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. Its ticking makes you anxious, rings hollow in the room. Okay, well, there was no stuff, but that would have driven me nuts.
It's you, from the books. I don't think I introduced...
The lieutenant he must feel vulnerable without his glasses.
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about... No.
Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place. You've done this before. Just keep your
Ma'am,
focus.
I'm sorry.
What did you say?
Your husband.
Oh.
But he was just hit.
We understand.
What happened to him?
It was an accident.
Was he drunk?
May have played a role.
I see. How long had he been there?
If you say 2
Couldn't have been
days,
long.
she blinks.
Here.
Is there anyone we can call?
No.
Unreal.
God. Should I call them?
I'm glad I still
Should
got the
I tell
10
them to
experience for
come
the
home?
conceptualization there. That's nice.
No. A day.
Day to recover.
Good. Just tell.
We've taken him to... Is there anything else?
No, I'll thank you.
Yeah, I'm very sorry, man.
Thank you for the.
We should step outside and talk.
Set the library card buyer and leave the room. I did the same thing. That's funny. Alright, let's talk to Kim.
You did well.
The lieutenant says as you've left the apartment, the balcony feels cool and quiet with a stunning view over the district. Nod, what now? I could have done more. Great, the case is closed then. I could have done more.
You did enough.
He pauses, rubbing his hands together to generate some heat.
Can't save the whole world, you know.
Can't bring the dead back.
Can't bring the dead back. Nod, what now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
Right. That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Right. This is closed then.
Let's go.
He nods. Let's go. Another case solved by the dynamic duo. Alright, how are we going to get this secret passphrase? Oh, we also have to let Everett know that we unlocked the door. We should probably go do that. We should do that, and we should look for the passphrase. Those seem to be the most pressing, I think. Yeah, he's never getting that jacket back. Oh, Suna. Alright. So let's go to the wharf. So we can tell him about that. Hopefully get our gun back. Because then we'll have our badge and our gun back. Come on, Kim. We're gonna go get our gun back. See any helmets anywhere? Smell any communists anywhere? Been in the frit shot in a while. We can drop off some tear while we're here. The yellow roses in the window. Those aren't the flowers that were left for Khaleesi.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
Let's
Your
hit the
bottles
bottles.
clunk into the machine.
Nice. Buck 10. Forgot what all this stuff is.
A small
If we looked the
cabinet
first
on
time, we didn't have
wall
any
is
money.
filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
I'll never need this unless I improve my, the thing that gives you health. Endurance. Cause I'll be dead if I need that. Let's buy one of these.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Or something. What's this one?
You
Now that
see
we're
several
rich.
packaged raincoats fill a low
Oh,
shelf
yeah.
beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed.
Oh, we could
No
steal
need
one.
to worry about knocking over a display.
$4 for a raincoat for +1 endurance. I don't know if we have anything that gives endurance. Let alone a coat. Alright. Well, since we have money.
You see several packaged raincoats fill
This is
a
only
low shelf
two
beneath a display of croissants
two
and juice
knowledge
bottles.
checks. If I
The
got 2 knowledge
raincoats
checks, it's
are
a free coat.
transparent.
Here you go.
Thank you. Even went in the right spot. Transparent plastic raincoat with frit written on the back. Package photo shows a group of happy Rivacholians dancing in the rain. Sweet. More clothes. More clothes.
A
These
colourful
cigarettes.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Oh, it's the booze and the cigarettes. Which we are not buying. Even if they look delicious.
Is this about the questions again? I don't really know anything. Uh-huh.
Just gonna try to ask her about the flowers. At least we have a coat now. All working stiffs here. What's this say?
There it is again.
The smell.
That spectral smell haunting this industrial harbor. And it smells like
communism.
Heavy fuel oil, mostly, because it's an industrial harbor.
Thanks, perception.
Years of turmoil, of hopes and dreams, ground beneath the inexorable tides of capital.
Close your eyes and take a deep breath.
Can you smell it now? You inhale. The cilia along your olfactory epithelium tingle with excitement as they sift through the swirling morass of industrial odors.
Come on, which one is it?
First come the smells of the agitated strike breakers. Layers of body oil and sweat. Over-buttered meals pulled from bake-like lunch pails. The biting stench of lye soap. And then there's the slowly oxidizing metal gates. The scent of stale grease emanating from every crack.
This is quite the nose he's got.
Still smelling for communists, detective?
What makes you say that?
No offense, detective, but you are not particularly subtle.
Damn it, Kim. You're so astute. What, are you a detective or something?
The lieutenant's right. It's sort of amazing how unsubtly you're sniffing the air around you. Almost like you're trying to call attention to yourself.
Oh, I failed a godly savoir-faire check.
What the lieutenant thinks is irrelevant. Your politico-olfactory cortex is lighting up like a holiday display. Look, it's pointing you right to that railing over there.
Of course, manana.
Yes, now's your chance to establish contact.
Let's do it.
But be easy about it. Communists have been known to charge when startled.
Communists have been known to charge when startled. Okay. Hi, bud.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
He looks at you with soft and hazy eyes. Attempt to establish contact. Listen, brother, there's something important I need to talk to you about. That weasel I visited. Turns out he's got one hell of a colonial mug collection. Well, let's start with that.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
Sure is. Yeah, his mug collection certainly represented antiquated social values. See how we're all busy concentrating on the racist mugs? That's what the ruling class wants. A man with such a funny mug collection can't be that bad. All I'm saying is he had a lot of mugs. See how we're all busy concentrating on the racist mugs. That's what the ruling class wants. Antiquated social values.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
He touches his beret. Attempt to establish contract. Listen, brother.
What's that, boy? Yeah?
He tilts his head slightly.
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in.
I'm looking for people who really know how to grind a sausage, if you know what I mean. It involves our mutual friend Kraz. Put your hand next to your head and curl your fingers like deer antlers. I'm investigating a peculiar smell, one with revolutionary implications. I'm looking for a secret cabal of mole people. Mutual friend Kraz.
Don't think I've ever met a Kras personally. Then again, I've never been to Grad.
He narrows one eye at you. Grind a sausage?
Have you tried a butcher shop?
He looks at you with perfect equanimity.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
I'm investigating a peculiar smell, one with revolutionary implications. I'm looking for a secret about mole people. What I'm trying to say is I'm looking for communists, you know any?
Ah, now I see. Can't say I'm surprised. You seem to take your communism seriously.
I do.
Not a bad thing, mind you. It's good for a man to take time to think about the whole socio-political world picture.
Oh, he certainly likes to take his time with things, especially when politics are at issue.
Poor Kim.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why?
I'm not hunting communists. I'm trying to get organized by them. I'm on a sort of quest to develop my political potential and I need their help. Honestly, I had a weird dream and now I need to get to the bottom of it. I need their help.
A fellow plains roamer in search of greater understanding. A classic story.
He nods approvingly.
I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas.
I know you said you're not really a communist, but aren't you actually a communist? I thought you union guys were all communists. Make sure you smell like a communist. Aren't you actually a communist?
Maybe, maybe not.
He shrugs.
Either way, I'm not institutional. A man's got to blaze his own trail, in my book.
Blazing his own trail, being his own man. Not exactly your typical communist spiel.
Nah, more libertarian.
Okay, so maybe he's not exactly a communist, but there's definitely some communistic residue about him.
Okay.
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy.
Was his name Stepan by any chance?
Didn't say anything about his name. Wasn't this sort of encounter where names matter?
What's his ideologico?
You know, a guy with a theory. Someone who likes to pit his theory against other theories in deadly theory combat.
Deadly theory combat. How did you meet him?
It was late one night as I was leaving the arbor. He was waiting on the corner in a classic Saramerizian jacket. Like the one you've got there.
Well, this is a nice coat to have.
He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
Sounds like he was trying to recruit you to the homosexual underground. What did you tell him? Nod, an extremely cool way to establish contact. Wish I'd thought of that. What'd you tell him?
The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone.
Okay, well how do I find this guy?
I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said, "Remember Dobrava and Abadanais."
Maybe that's the code word.
And then he was gone.
Who are they?
I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers.
A tight half smile crosses his face. What do you think it means?
Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk with me. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask someone who knows this ideologo personally.
Lieutenant clears his throat.
Not to interfere in your personal errand, but
Yeah.
it might have something to do with that passphrase Cindy mentioned earlier.
Thanks, Kim. See, Kim and myself are on the same page. Harry has no clue. Wait. What was that about again? Oh, right. Good thinking, Kim. I was totally about to say that. That's really dumb. You should feel embarrassed even suggesting that. Just about to say that.
Of course you were, Detective. Apologies for interrupting.
The lieutenant smiles to himself.
Just in time. The faithful partner arrives with the key that turns the lock. You two make a good pair.
We do make a good pair.
I salute you, boyas. and wish you good fortune on this grand ideological quest.
Thanks. He tips his hat ever so slightly.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Alright, good talking to you. Gotta run. Alright, now we can go to the meeting. Let's try to go get our gun back. This game is poor sound. It's all janky. So janky. Gotta go. Oh, the rhetoric check.
A rust in control.
It is rhetoric, I think. Let's look. Yeah, rhetoric. An impossible rhetoric check. Alright, let's see if I have any rhetoric clothes that I'm not wearing. So much logic clothing. Visual calculus, drama. We have a rhetoric shirt. That might be it. Nothing subtracts, right? Nope. Alright. Just this one shirt. Which gives me, you know, physical instrument. What's our rhetoric at? 4? Okay.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not
17%.
lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
+1 erratic yet thorough. +1 been in the world for 2 days. +1 been in the world for many days. +1 for the dice. Damn it.
And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
No, it's just I can't make an impossible check. Ugh, we missed it by 4. So we rolled a 1 and a 5. We just needed that other 1 to also be a 5. Well, we tried. Maybe we'll come back after we open up some other rhetoric checks somewhere. Or need to. I hear tapping away. This is not a fishing rod, is it? It's... I don't know. What about a fishing rod? Oh, that is a fishing rod. Or it looks like a fishing rod. Okay, big man.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
He smiles merrily. Open the door. You ask me, can we discuss the murder now? Turns out the strikers were served an alcoholic brew. I stopped this madness. Oh, that's right.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
70 experience in a new level. Nice.
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
The deal wasn't for me to go inside, so I didn't. I did go inside. Weasel had the flag of the old Revachol on the wall. I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Everart's Rainbow Coalition.
He shakes his head.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
He pretends to roll up his sleeves. I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
Mm-hmm.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He nods gravely.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa. You name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
And yet, he's the one here who's dead.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
I got bad news for you, but it's already kind of a slum. Hold on, you have a village elephant? Go on. I think I've heard enough. You have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical, and so is the village. But the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Alright, go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there.
No, you don't
I
say.
have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
He laughs. Wait, they moved the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
I thought he was kidding.
But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
His face turned serious.
One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
He says, ignoring the lieutenant.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
He raises his finger. Wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it? Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
He nods to you and the lieutenant.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
Well, okay, bud.
He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Must be nice.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
He chuckles. Alright, bring the whole station down. We're arresting all of them.
Despite his boastful tone, he's having doubts about something. But what? Maybe he doesn't believe the boys really had it in them. They're his boys, after all.
I think you're sharing information with the police because you don't think they actually did it.
That's very clever, Harry. Yes, They might have said it just to impress some girls or something. But Titus has a bad temper, so the chances are 50-50.
He rubs his chin. There was a bullet in the hangman's head. How do you know the mercenaries? Oh, the hole is not a peephole. I bet you it's a bullet hole. How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company? You mentioned a lawyer girl. Tell me about Titus Hardy. How do you know they were hired by a shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do.
He slams his fist on the desk.
Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
Ah, so even he noticed. The fist slams on the desk again. The name of the company is Krenel this time. It might have been Sentiment before.
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
The remaining mercenaries are organizing a tribunal to take on the Hardys. Sure.
Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject.
He rubs his chin and smiles suddenly.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
You don't seem too worried about it.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before you've even courted him properly.
Ugh.
He wants you to do more things for him before.
What? I don't owe you anything. Give me my gun. There was a bullet in the hangman's head.
So they shot him?
He sounds pleasantly surprised.
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard.
The man shrugs.
What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my two little policemen. Godspeed, policeman.
We're not your police. God, I hate this guy. Mentioned a lawyer girl.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
He grins broadly. Tell me about Titus and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
The old man used to be in charge. Might be a way to split the group.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
Yeah, I don't think that's probably the case at all.
Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
You don't know me.
That's him allowing the police to ask his men questions.
Everett, I met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
What? I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me with the Hardy Boys. Take it. Wait, why are you giving this to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Needless to say, this is another move.
Yeah.
Don't take it.
Look, I only took the other thing because I needed a place to sleep. I don't need it.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
Good talk. Let's conclude for now.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun.
Yeah, where's my gun?
But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
How dare you?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left.
He says.
I want to, but I just can't.
Slowly shaking his head.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat.
I mean, that I am.
He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
I'm not a man of the left. I'm a patron of Evershall. You're right not to trust me. I take care of me. I'm a hustler. I grind. I'm a money engineer. What is that supposed to mean? I'm more left than you are. This is another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me to do. I'm more left than you are.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is. Company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Pulls out an envelope. Kim, what do you think of this? What are the signatures for? Fine, if I happen to be there, I can ask them. Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
I agree. He studies effort.
But he thinks it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
He bows his head in shame, then looks up and smiles. I would rather just have my gun. What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're going to get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
So it's the gym all over again?
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
You're trying to evict those people? Also, that's where I sleep. You mean the fishing village?
Yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast, where all the men have drowned, in either the sea or the bottle. A gloomy place, doesn't have that Union attitude.
You're already pretty deep into this. What's a little more? No one can see you here in Martinez.
Yeah, but what happened to the current occupants?
They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Fine, if I happen to be there, I can ask them.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here.
But if they don't want to move, he hands you an open white envelope.
You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter.
Yeah.
The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I heard there was some trouble with the waterlock, but it should be fixed now. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist.
I could lie. I mailed the signatures. Can we go over a few details again concerning the murder?
Honorable one, you have accumulated a substantial amount of honor points on your life path.
I'm so honorable.
You are a man most virtuous.
I'm so virtuous. Where's my virtue? Honor 5. I have 5 honor now. Wait, there were honor points? I only try my best. It's the most any of us can do. Hold your horses. This is a mistake. Honor means meaningless to me. There were honor points?
Of course there were honor points. Did you think no one was paying attention to all of your honorable deeds? Honorable one.
I only try my best. It's the most any of us can do.
Oh, the modesty on this one. Another 10 honor points for you, sir.
No, I still only have 5 honor. Don't lie to me.
You are on the fast track to becoming one of the rarest most revered of all police officers, an
Ooh.
honor cop.
I could be one of the most revered and rarest of cops. Isn't honor sort of an archaic concept? My honor is my life. I don't want this. I don't care about honor. Isn't it kind of archaic?
Living in the name of virtue and doing noble deeds while expecting nothing in return is not archaic. How can you even think that?
I don't.
Selflessness forms the basis for the warrior code, an ageless code, as fit for nomadic Ilmaran tribes traversing the vast red plateau in Provincia Gordi, as it is for your neighborhood postman.
A warrior code, you say? I do feel like a warrior. This whole thing is beginning to sound very me.
Mm-hmm. You are like a wandering night monk setting
That's
right
me.
the wrongs of the world you come upon. Are you ready to drink deep from the cup of honor?
My honor is my life.
Yes, your deeds are spoken for you, honorable one. But to fully drape oneself in an eternal cloak of honor, a ritual must be completed.
A rite of honor.
A rite of honor. Even among the honorable, only the most dignified are deemed worthy. But you, O honorable one, have excelled in honor.
Finally excelled in something.
Honor comes from deep within you, and to truly know oneself, to know one's honor, one must reach deep within oneself and touch one's honor.
Gotta touch my honor. Okay.
You need to bring the thumb of your right hand, your sword hand, to your rectum and stick it in there to form the Arch of Honors.
What? What if someone comes and sees me? All I ever wanted was to live with dignity, to die with honor. Stick your thumb in your ass? You're crazy if you think I'm gonna stick a finger in my ass. No way. What if someone comes and sees me?
Then they will witness honor so great, it seems nigh impossible a single man can contain it. They will admire you, honorable one.
Alright, all I ever wanted was to live with dignity.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant jumps away from you. I'm honoring myself, Lieutenant. Nothing you wouldn't understand. It's an honor thing. Who? Me? Nothing. I'm doing nothing, Kim. Scratching my ass. What's the big deal?
The big deal? I guess we really do come from different upbringings.
The lieutenant rolls his eyes.
Good. That was a lie, most honorable. Sometimes we must hide the truth from those who wouldn't understand it. The less honored ones.
Poor Kim.
Congratulations, honorable one. You have become a member of a noble faculty. A man kneels, an honor cop rises. Go forth and commit even more honorable deeds.
Will do.
And should your resolve ever waver, remember the right of honor. It will always cleanse a man's soul.
Uh-huh.
It is an honor to serve with you, honor cop.
Thought gained overproductive honor glands. Poor Kim. A white envelope with a stamp attached to the upper right corner, handed you by Everett Clare. Inside are some legal documents with 2 names printed on them. Both signatures are required.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Look at the zoning plan.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
Try to find a loophole in the deal. Let's put on some logic clothes, shall we? Logic. 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 +2 logic. It's even better than this hat. This hat is now obsolete. Because we have the fallen hat. We have so much fallen gear. Okay, is that all of our logic? Oh, the shirt. Alright, so that's +5 to logic. I think that's probably everything, unless there's anything down here. No. We have 4 skill points now. So much leveling up. Logic 7? That's pretty good. As high as anything else we have. Let's make sure there's nothing subtracting. Okay. Five more hours on this. Almost done with this. 15 minutes on that one. I don't even remember what all these are. Armor. Overproductive honor glands. -4 armor. -4 drama, excuse me. Dishonorable to lie. They say nameless heroes need no credit. Doing the right thing is reward enough, but deep down an honorable man knows there will be a reward. Oh yes, the honorable shall inherit the world, and you, Comte d'Honneur, will lead the charge with your thumb held high. What you need is a creed, an oath, a great oath of honor. Flex your honor glands, see what you can come up with something. Alright. Oh wait. This, and this, and that.
Take the legal documents out of the envelope.
92%,
A 12
not bad.
to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan.
Let's give her a try.
Addendum.
Try to find a loophole.
There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
That's a long time. 3.5 years. Wait, what are the ramifications of this? Look, Kim, point to the photocopy. These people are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it? That noise will be tough on the villagers, but I guess that's the cost of progress. What are the ramifications of this?
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Look, Kim, points to the photocopy. These people are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it?
I should have seen it.
Lieutenant frowns as he reads over the document again.
Evra probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
We gotta... Okay, let's do this. Commence the forgery. It's a challenging check, but we get -10 because Everett's people could be watching you here. You don't say. Some of Everett's people could be watching us right here? No way. Really? Here? Back in the envelope. Okay. Let's put our clothes back on here. We don't need that. That. Okay. I think we're normal again. Forge this thing but somewhere private where you feel safe enough to sleep. Okay. But we'll need interfacing for that. Which, you know, we don't really have a whole lot extra. One more point technically we could do. Good to know. Alright. We solved a lot of stuff today. It's pretty good. We're missing one more piece of armor. Still missing the murder weapon. We found a tape. Or at least maybe we found a tape. Should check the ice cream machine again probably. We need a brush. Need a brush from somewhere. Oh, we need to confront the Hardy Boys at some point. Alright, we can go to that meeting at 22. Pretty good. we wrapped up a lot of different odds and ends. Pretty good. And we got a lot of these checks opened up, so we can check some of these. We failed the cargo container again, unfortunately. But we could try the book again. Oh, there's more stuff to buy in there too, so we could buy some stuff at the bookshop. So we do that next time. Gotta do the stained glass window again at some point, and the mirror. Yep. At some point, I'll add a point to volition, so we can try that doorbell again. That crazy doorbell. All right. All these physical instrument checks that we'll need to try as soon as that bar door doesn't exist anymore. Just need another 5.5 hours for all those physical checks. Okay. I don't want to end the stream in this Goot's office. This guy sucks. But all right, that was a pretty good day for us. We'll be back on Tuesday to dip into the rest of that stuff I just said. I think we've wrapped up some nice loose ends. We had a lot of tasks there for a minute, and we still have a few, but nowhere near what we had before. So if you're still sticking with me, hanging out, well, hey, thanks for spending time with me during this a little bit longer than normal stream. Got a late start, but then we went a little extra long on top of that. If you catch me in the VODs, well, hey, thanks for taking a couple minutes out of your day to spend some time in Revachol. And if you'd like to catch us live on the next one instead of seeing the VODs, I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 p.m. Eastern till midnight, 1, something like that. Those times are ish. Sometimes I start a little bit late. Sometimes I end a little bit late. And it's most of Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. We haven't missed many, but we do miss one here or there. And if you'd like to not have to know about any of that ever, well, you can just become a Viking Raider by hitting that follow button. You just jump in the longboats, grab an oar, and that way you'll get a notification when I go live, and you won't have to worry about when that is, because you get blasted with it, and you'll know. You'll know when we return to the streets of Revachol. All right, everyone, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna save again, because crazy person. I was gonna save twice, right? Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Good night.